It's me here, Michael Franti, and I'm super excited because today, if you haven't already heard it, the song Hands Up to the Sky is now released. You can listen to it on Spotify or other streaming platforms. And in a few minutes here, we are going to release the video out on YouTube. It's going to just pop right up on your screen. So when we get close to the top of the hour here, you can just sit here. You don't have to do anything. It's going to come on and play for you. So I want to tell you a little bit about the video and then give you a chance to ask any questions in the chat there. There's Sarah up there. She's coming down here. Hello. Come on down. Say hi. And Taj is in the room. If you hear some Legos thumping in the background, that's him. Anyway, the song Hands Up to the Sky came from an experience that I had during the pandemic. I lost my biological father.
Yeah, I'm COVID.
Yeah, COVID. And as I was going through the grieving process, and not just for that, but just all the stresses of the pandemic, and I was just in a dark place. And the first time that I got to experience live music again during the pandemic was to see this great band called the Munchies, who are one of my favorite Indonesian bands. And they have this incredible banjo player and violin player, and they were rocking out. And I just felt this wave of emotion overcome me. And I threw my hands up to the sky and I closed my eyes. And I started to feel my hands shake and my heart shake, and tears were flowing down my face. And I started to sing out to the words and laugh and cry and scream and shout. And after a while, I just felt better. I felt like I had this feeling of just energy and emotion passing through me and not being just stuck in my body, which is what I was feeling for so long during the pandemic. And during that time, I was there with Greg Hansen, who's somebody who I've written a lot of songs with, and my friend Navio, who, if you're coming on the cruise, you'll meet him. He's Uganda's top rapper. And we were writing songs. And so I said, I want to write a song about this feeling, this emotion. So we went upstairs and we started putting the words together for this song. And once the song was finished, I got together with Nathan Thone. Sorry, come on in here. And we thought, let's make a video for this song that carries the emotion, that carries the feelings. And so it was just myself and Nate. We went out to the wilderness in Calgary with one camera and an iPhone, and we shot this video. And then for the next 3 days, we stayed up late into the night editing, and really wanted to make this be a video that was about the emotion that I felt of letting go, of grieving, but not just of being sad, but of the thing that comes after you let go of that sadness. It's just that experience of joy, that experience of lightness and energy. Yeah, come on over here, buddy. So that's enough, I feel, to tell you about what the song is about. So if you have any questions, fire away. And Sarah, maybe you could help me read these because I can't read.
Well, I wanted to just add about when you're also about making music videos. Like, I think it's just so cool to see your process. And you filmed the video over 3 days or 2 days.
2 days.
And then you edited it over those 2 days and then through the third day. And I remember what happens is Michael will be up like all night, and then he'll come home at like 7 a.m. and say, "Do you want to see the video?" And I remember the first morning, he's like, "Do you want to see what we cut so far?" And I was like, I'll look at it when I wake up. Can you believe I said that? But then the second time when he finished the video, he came home at 7 a.m. and was like, "We finished the video." And I looked at it and I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for you guys to see it. Someone's saying, this is about your vinyls. I was wondering if the pre-orders will be signed.
Probably some of them. I don't know yet, but I just signed 600 CDs, and so usually when we put out vinyl, we take an afternoon and sign a whole bunch of them. So I don't know about pre-order or post-order or whatever, but we will be signing a bunch of vinyl too.
Let's see. So Karen Russell says, "Nothing but love. You are amazing. Thank you for being you. Healing energy to all of you." Let's see.
Anybody have any questions specifically about the song or any questions about making videos? Fire away.
Yeah.
I can tell you a little bit more about the video, which is that we wanted to, because the song is called Hands Up to the Sky, we wanted to make the sky look spectacular in every scene. And we just had a lot of gray skies during that time we were there, and it wasn't really that spectacular. So Nate and I had this idea, let's go in and we're going to do this double exposure effect where we take skies from that I've filmed on my iPhone over the years and impose them onto the video and create this sort of like surreal effect. So we spent like 3 days completely just staying up till 4 or 5 in the morning, editing this, and we filmed it all around Calgary. Somebody's asking, where did you film
Well,
it?
it's cool because I think you love the double exposure effect too. And so someone says, W Production 51 says, it's impressive that you do your own editing as well, Mike. Do you have an idea of the final product will be before you begin? Or do you let it organically come together as you go?
That's a great question. The answer is both. I have an idea in my mind of what I want it to be, and usually I'll do like a little test example of it. And I did some of that on my phone, just filming some stuff, and I was like, Nate, this would be a cool idea. And then we'll look at other videos that we love and go, hey, maybe we can use this technique, not the same look or feel, but just the technique of editing. And then we get what we get, and sometimes it's spectacular, and sometimes it's not so spectacular. And you're like, God, we need something for this line of the song, and we gotta find something. The great thing about the way that Nate and I make videos, though, is that we're doing it all ourselves. So it's never like a thing of like, let's assemble this giant crew, and then if we don't get what we need, we've got to call them all back for another day and try to get everybody out there. So we're literally just filming some things on our iPhone, some things on a Sony A7 camera, and even though I'm in front of the camera, sometimes I'm filming stuff for that's going to be edited in later. And Nate and I have a great flow, and thankfully he is somebody who has learned. I guess he doesn't mind at this point staying up super long hours to make great art. So I love working with him.
That's really good. There was a question that I was going to answer. Gilbert says, this song makes me emotional every time. Does it to you? I'll answer that. Yeah, 100%. It makes me cry every time. It's just so great. Someone else, this is another good question. Do you take pictures and videos randomly thinking that you may be able to use them in the future creation?
I do. I take lots of them. And when I was preparing for this, I was doing some flying across the country back and forth, and I knew I wanted to do imagery of a lot of the sky. And so I was just holding the camera out the window and filming clouds in the sky, sunsets, and things that ended up being in the video, but also just for inspiration to be able to show Nate and go, hey, Nate, here's what we want to do. And so, yeah. Question here from your memorial setup. Do you have
an altar at your home for your loved ones?
No, actually, we don't really specifically have an altar here at our home for our loved ones. But in Bali, where we live, there are little, what would you call it? Temples. They're like small temples all around the property where we are. And I've been inspired by Balinese culture and the reverence that they have every day for their family, for experiencing life in its dark and in its light, and the balance of those things. And so in this video, we kind of just made I guess just temporary altar. It was a very emotional moment for us, but
and symbolic to like the altar that you carry in your heart of the ones that you love too, of carrying like their memories, which is like the altar that you can take with you wherever you go.
Shauna said, do you make a video for every song, or how do you determine which ones will be a video? That's a really good question. Usually when we have a 2 minutes coming before the video comes out. All right. And just remember, just stay here. The video is just going to come on the screen. Usually if we're releasing a single out to radio, you know, like the single, I'll make a video for it. But sometimes I just make videos for the sake of feeling like this song needs one, or I have a particular vision for one. And then also there's a bunch of videos that I've made that I've never released.
Yeah, we need to do a big release party for all the videos that you haven't released yet.
Yeah, from past albums that.
Something that comes up about your creativity too is that when the inspiration hits, you just go, and that's why you have videos that you haven't necessarily released, but the song was at the forefront of like whatever was going on, the meaning of the song. There was something visual that inspired you, and you just go for it. And I admire that so much about your creativity.
Something I want to let you guys know about is that we are going to be very soon asking people to write on a post about their hands up moment. And so what that means to me is like in this moment that I had where I was like releasing and grieving and crying and screaming and shouting through the music, that was a hands up moment for me. And so we're going to be starting a hashtag hands up moment. And we want to hear about yours. And then in the weeks to come, I will find some of the ones that I was really moved or inspired by. And I will be making video posts about your hands up moments. So,
I can't wait to read those.
yeah. All right. How close are we here, Louisa? Getting close? I don't know. All right.
1 minute.
All right. So one of the things that I'm really looking forward to in the coming month is the Soulshine at Sea cruise. And we'll, of course, be playing this song on the Soulshine at Sea cruise. But the reason I'm looking forward to it is that the last cruise for me, and I hope for everybody who was on it, was more than just fun. It was an incredible connection of community. And I think the thing that I'm most proud of in music is that we've formed a community that are people who really, truly care about each other. And so I'm just excited to be on the boat with everybody. And I know that it's going to be an incredibly fun experience, but also a life-changing experience for people just to get together and, you know, be out on the boat and just spiritually throw away whatever is no longer serving us in our lives. And rocking out. All right. So here we go. The video is coming.
Thanks for joining us this morning.
Yeah. Taj, you going to come watch it with us, man?